So unfortunately, before we had our son, I lost a baby, right? And I went through a very hard time mentally because I'm not going to say I suffer. I fight depression. I fight, anxiety, all these things. And I don't want to name them all because there's no point of me doing all that because I'm not bringing it to head.
Right.
But I fought these things. And it was very hard at that time because I felt as though you didn't understand me. But mentally you didn't because you didn't go through what I went through.
Right, right.
So there was fights and arguments, or I wasn't doing things and I was falling short. But I remember us getting into a really nasty argument. And I remember saying to you, like, you just don't understand. And you're like, there's nothing to understand. You should just be doing this. And that hurt me to my core because I was like, I just lost a kid, but you're not even understanding the steps that I'm walking in. Now, mind you, it could just be your way of dealing with trauma or whatever. It could be.
Right.
But there was no conversation to understand that. It was more of you should be. I'm not understanding of you. And I feel that's the same way. If you're going through something mentally and I'm not coming to you say, babe, are you okay? You want to talk about it? No, I really don't want to talk about it. Okay. Yeah, there's things out of whack in the house, or yeah, there's things out of whack with us, but I'm still trying to figure out, I'm trying to understand it so I can be more understanding and not be you, instead of saying, you know what, babe, I get it. Like, I'm going to let you deal with, what you got to deal with. I understand things are going to happen. You know what I'm saying? It happens.
Okay. So when you said what you just said, there's no backstory to it. So it sounds worse. And it was bad. I'm not making excuses for it.
Yeah, that was a different time.
Yeah. But I'm only saying this to make an example, is that when that happened, that I was trying to uplift you by being soft. I was trying to be soft with you at first. Like, I didn't say or anything like that. When that happened to you, I didn't immediately just come off mean to you. It took a while for me to be like, you know what? This, that, and the third. Like, the fuck. I feel that way. I don't feel like I came off right away and said that to you. But that's here nor there.
I understand you completely.
Yeah.
But I also don't I don't feel as though that's the difference between compassion and non-compassion. Because at the end of the day, yes, there's things going to be done and they're going to get done.
Right.
But if you don't have compassion or understand, that person's going to feel like, what's the point? If I do it, you're not going to care. It's just because it's according to what you want. There's no compassion whatsoever.
Yeah.
So that's the difference.
So you got to be careful what you say, because now I'm getting mad. Because what are you saying, that I didn't have compassion when we lost our kid?
First of all, I was using it as an example.
Yeah, that's a bad example to use.
How is that a bad example?
Because you said it and then you just like, oh, you said this and you didn't have compassion. I'm just like.
So your form of compassion and my form of compassion are two different things. You feel as though, babe, it's going to be okay. Babe, it's going to be okay. You're fine. You're going to be okay. But that is not my form of compassion. My form of compassion is understanding and getting in the dirt with me. So yes, I'm not saying you cry and boo-hoo and you're sad. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying be my support and be my rock. So at the end of the day, coming to me and, okay, babe, how you feeling today? I'm a little sad. Okay, what's up? Talk to me. What's up? A, B, and C. Well, you need to move on because that's not compassion.
So I didn't do that.
I'm not saying you didn't do that. I'm saying in the beginning.
What are you saying? What
I'm saying is, in the beginning, you try to be this more understanding person. But again, because I suffer with what I suffer with, it's harder for me to just bounce back.
Okay.
It doesn't work that way for me. So
you suffer for what you suffer with. And I'm supposed to just understand you completely. I'm supposed to just stick in the dirt with you the whole entire time and not try to bring you up out of that dirt?
No, you are, but you're not in the way of, this is dumb, you're holding on. Like there's a certain way, and again, this is why I said there's a certain way that I look at it versus you looking at it.
Right.
Because you're very aggressive when it comes down to certain things.
Sometimes I gotta be aggressive.
Yeah,
That's the
but
only way I know how
sometimes
to be.
with your
I'm a man, baby.
yeah, but you can be a man, but with your wife is different. That's a difference.
No, I felt like I made the right decision.
Okay.
You know, like
Okay.
you may think that I was terrible for saying that, but you got better.
Okay. I went to therapy and I had to go through a whole big process, but it was
You
deeper
went to therapy
than
after I said that to you.
it was deeper than yeah, but if it was at a different place where I felt in a different place or a different space, it's different. Maybe because I've experienced people in different positions than just rah, rah, rah. I've experienced people where they actually sit there and relate and understand and be like, oh, A, B, and C, and try to work with you through it. Not just and like that. That is the difference between me and you. I've experienced a different aspect. I'm a different, softer woman versus this masculine, tell me to shut up, tell me to move on, tell me I'm better than this person. Like I'm very soft. So when it comes down to certain things, you're expecting that from the partner at that time. And that's what I think we miss. We just don't connect and understand.
Nah, I mean, did I handle the whole miscarriage? That's what it was, right?
Yeah.
Did I handle the miscarriage correctly when I think back about it?
You said you did it right. You said you handled it right.
No, I didn't handle it right. I felt like it was the right time to say certain things to you, but I did not handle it correctly. I didn't handle it correctly. Okay. I should have waited longer before. I should have stayed in the dirt with you a little bit longer.
I get that. That's why I said it was back then when it was in a different space, different place.
Yeah,
But,
I mean that was the first time that I ever experienced something like that, and
right.
I was like it was a lot happening. Like we just moved in together. Right. Like it was a lot.
Life was happening.
Yeah, so I didn't handle that well. I'm not making no excuses, but my whole thing was just to try to be the strong person, the strong man, to try to make you get out of a situation that you're dealing with, you know, because I felt like I had to do that. Like, this is what strong men do. And what a wise man would have done would just have more compassion, you know, so